Hello, my name is Gwen, and today's practice is all about the crown chakra. We've made it all the way to the tip top. You might want to visualize a lotus, a thousand-petaled lotus, violet color. You might want to wear that color and have that color around you, or white, it's often thought of. Meditation lives there, silence, this quiet. So the crown, the Sahasrara chakra, whatever that means for you. So maybe for you in your practice, it's headstands and having your head just lower than your sit bones. Often that's how it's represented, and as well as in meditations. So we're going to have a little bit of a mix of that in our practice today. So not headstands, but inversions. And we're going to start our inversions with needing a bolster. So we're going to do it restorative style. So you can make yourself a bolster easy by having your rolled up mat, and you can also when I travel, often I don't bring a prop. If it's my grandkids, that all my stuff is over there, but if it's to a new place, I will often buy some blocks, a mat, and then roll the blocks up, or roll a pillow or books in your mat, and there you go. You have now a bolster, very similar size to this bolster right here. So creativity, go ahead and get yourself your bolster now, whatever that is for you. I have one here, so I'm going to represent that. And if you have a couple of blocks, put that onto, we're going to use the wall, so situate yourself right up against the wall. Bring your blocks or a pillow on either side, so frame your bolster like this. So bolster away from the wall, about a foot. And then have your blocks on either side. We're going to get upside down. We're going to change our perspective. So we're going to do a restorative few poses here. And then have if you have a yoga strap, go grab it. If you have a scarf, go ahead and grab it. Anything that you can lasso your foot and with. So it could be a towel, whatever you have at home, go ahead and grab that. And it could be, the stretchy bands that you use for some isolated movements. And then get yourself as close to the wall, sitting right on one side of your bolster. Have your strap close by. Then let yourself come downward so that your pelvis is on top, and you can really feel the weight coming downward from the pelvis to the belly, to the rib cage, to that top triangle, shoulder to shoulder, back of the skull. And right here, you can walk the feet up the wall. If you feel like you're a little far away from the wall, go ahead and inchworm yourself a little bit closer so that there's an ease to having the legs on the wall. So release all struggle and move to where you need to get to. You can walk them up a little further and let your heels rest on the wall. Then let the back of the skull rock from side to side. Feel like it's walking upward and lengthening, and that the chin is coming a little closer to the chest. Back of the neck lengthening. Just a light little rock, side to side. And then pause there for a wee moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more just like that. Grab your strap. Lasso one of your feet. Even out the strap-ish. You can even it out a little bit, as much as you possibly can. Bring your thumb and your first finger into the strap, and then bring that, let your hands come down so that your elbows touch. Wrap the strap in your hands so that the elbows are now your weights. They're hovering off of the floor. Bend softly. Have a soft bend in that top leg. And then slowly let it come out until that elbow, forearm to shoulder comes down into the floor. Let it come outward. You're going to sway that leg. That elbow, shoulder will come off of the floor, and the other will come right down as it crosses over. Very slowly, as slow as you comfortably can, like the second hand on a clock. So if you're used to moving very quickly, this might feel like a struggle. Go a little slower. Now let the head move in the opposite direction. As the leg comes out, the nose points in the opposite direction. Feel the back of the skull. And how about one more just like that? And then switch. Bring the other foot in, the other foot out, let it rest on the wall. Bring the hands up like you're reaching for the toes, and let the fingers move, a little bit of movement. Feel the circulation rush in if you cut it off at all. And then thumb to first finger. Feel and notice the elbows to the shoulder touch, and then wrap your hands.
bend that top knee just a wee bit and start to feel gravity take hold by allowing the foot to come outward. The arms are in full control here. Slowly moving. Eyes are closed. Once you have the gist of the movement, you can feel from the shoulder to the elbow come down as it crosses over. Notice how you're breathing here. If this is a new way to move for your body, it might resort to shallow breath. So bypass that and deepen it. Nice deep inhale. And a deep exhale. On the next one, let the head move in the opposite direction as the toes. So the nose will point to the opposite direction. Feel the back of the skull on the floor, a gentle movement. Again, notice your breath. Maybe a few audible sighs. And how about one more? Take the strap off and let the heel come to the wall. Rest. You can let the strap just come on over to the side. Give the toes a little wriggle. Feel from the heels down to the knees, down through the thighs, down to the sacrum. Then bend the knees. Feel with your hand that long part where you have a little bit more space. So we're going to come down onto that part. So if you need to, you can press into the wall and come over a wee bit to the other side so that you have a little bit more space to come into this inverted twist. So if your block's there, it'll meet your feet, and you can rest the side of your ankle, your feet onto the block or whatever you're using for the block. And then the arms can either be both up in a cactus or one up, one down, or both down. Relax through the jaw. Notice how you feel. The nose can be pointed in the direction of the knees, the ceiling, or opposite. Maybe you start one place and you roll to the other. As you relax through the jaw, Feel that deep relaxation start to seep into the shoulders, the arms. Eyes are closed. Keep it simple. Nice deep breath in this inverted twist. How about one more breath, just like that? Wherever the arms are, go ahead and grab that top leg. Pull it in towards the belly. Let yourself come onto your back, the other foot onto the wall. Bring it into the belly and point and flex that foot. Let the foot circle around the ankle. And now other direction. Flex that foot. Send the heel up, up, up. And as you press up through the heel, press back through the hands and feel the back of the pelvis press into your bolster. And then relax that effort. Take your hands to the bolster and send the head over to the direction we're bringing our pelvis. Press into the back of the skull and inchworm your way over in that direction. Press the feet into the wall, lift the pelvis, and bring it over. You can do that a couple of times until you feel you're over onto the other side. And then pause there for a moment. Just feel the back of the head rock. Let it lengthen. Chin coming a little closer to the chest. We'll walk the feet over to the other side for a twist. Find your block or whatever you have there so that the ankle and the foot can rest on something, that it's not hovering off the floor. Hands either on the belly or one up, one down, or both up in those cactus arms. Nose in the direction of the knees, ceiling, or in the opposite direction. Wherever you are, close those beautiful eyes now and let yourself rest in this shape. As much as you comfortably can, take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Relax the breath now. In through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. And how about one more breath just like that? Take the arms, the hands, into that top thigh and hug it into the belly. Roll onto your back and send that other leg to rest onto the wall. While you hug that other thigh into the belly, flex and point in that foot. Very softly. You don't have to exaggerate a point. Just a light little flutter of the toes back and forth. Perfect. A little circle now around the ankle. And then the other direction. Flex the foot, send the heel up. The hands are interlaced behind that knee and thigh, and send the heel up while you press back evenly. Just meet that resistance and feel the back of the pelvis flatten and press into the bolster. Relax that effort. Let the heel come up. Wriggle the toes. And then let them come down so the feet can press into the wall. You can inchworm yourself upwards so that the pelvis comes down onto the mat. The feet can be now on the bolster for a moment. Inchworm your way just a little bit more forward. Come over to one side and let yourself come up. You can let yourself come into the wall or wherever you are. And come into a V sit so that your legs are nice and wide. Your bolster can be flat or up on medium, or you can bring it on the edge on high and have your forehead down. I'm going to represent it flat and bring one palm on the other like a stack, and then let myself come downward. So come to a place where you feel a little, but not too much. Somewhere where it's about a 4 out of a 10. Let this be restorative. So if this is in your practice, you might be where I am. Or if you're really tight in the hip creases. Let the back rest on the wall and come into something like this. You might even have a chair in front of you and let yourself rest a little higher into the chair with the bolster on it. You know who you are. Take care of yourself and rest there for a moment. Let the toes have a little wriggle. Then relax through the legs. You can bring one ear down so the nose is pointing in one direction. Take a few breaths as you relax through the jaw. Anything that we're carrying in this part of the body, let it melt through the pelvis and downward through the spine. Down, down, down. Eyes are closed. Can you relax just a little bit more? One more breath just like this. And then slowly on your next breath, effortlessly come on over to the other side so the nose is now pointed to the other side. Notice what you notice. Take a few deep breaths right there. Eyes are closed. Relax through the jaw, the tongue. Feel the whole body start to relax just a little bit more. And how about one more breath just like that? Come to your forehead. Take a breath. Press through the hands downward. Keep the chin to the chest. Let yourself come back into the wall and let the head come up very last. It can rest. Take a few deep breaths wherever you are, feeling and sensing as you scan the body from the toes to the knees to the sit bones, all the way up to the shoulders, to the middle of the brain, to the top of the crown. Then from here, we're going to come into a comfortable seated position for alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to do a little Nadi Shodhana breathing, one of my favorite controlled breaths.
And then after we do some breathing here together, we're going to come into a little Yoga Nidra. So this practice today might feel a little delicious. This breath is all about integrating the right and the left brain, finding that balance. So maybe that's your intention now, is to find that balance. Go ahead and take your peace fingers and place it. I'm using my right hand. I'm going to place my fingers right on the forehead and take the thumb right into the right side of my nostril. I'm careful not to press down, so press in, and then take the ring finger. Baby finger just hangs out there, and the ring finger is on the other side, just a little press in. So play here for a moment and just notice that you can do these. You can close off the nostrils just like that. Now take a deep breath in through both nostrils and out through the mouth. 2 more times. Take the thumb in and breathe in through that left side. Take the ring finger in and out through the right. Breathe deeply in through that side. Close and out through the other. In through that same side. Ring finger comes in, out through the right. In through that same side. Out through the other. In through that same side. Close, out through the other. Take your time, same side, all the way in. Close, and out through the other. In through that same side. Close, and out through the other. All the way in. Close, and out. In, same side. Close, and out. Same side in. Close, and out. In that side. Close, and out. In through that side. And out through the other. One more, in through that side. Close, and out through the other. All the way in through that same side. Let the breath flow out that left side. Hands down. Palms are up. And notice this internal weaving. You might see colors. Notice the fruits of your efforts on the inside. A few breaths like this, and then we're going to come into our Yoga Nidra and allow the body to absorb all of this goodness. So to come into your Yoga Nidra, let yourself come down to the mat, the floor, wherever you are, the couch. Your legs can come over the bolster now, and you can come downward. Let yourself feel supported. Get yourself good and comfortable so that the body can sleep. As we move our awareness. So this is a job for our internal awareness now. So go ahead and visualize the top of your crown, a golden light. Take a few deep breaths into that. Let that light now start to descend, come downward as this warm, liquid golden light. Feel that warmth start to move into the skull, the head, the forehead, behind the eyes. Notice that warmth, this deep relaxation, this healing. Let that light now start to come downward through the throat. This deep warmth, healing, penetrating. And then gently it starts to seep into we'll start to come down the left shoulder and down that arm to the elbow, the forearm, into the wrist and the hands. This deep warmth, relaxing, healing. This beautiful, warm, golden light. Let it pulse. All the way down through the hips on that left side. The leg to the toes. And then let that seep all the way over to the right, through the shoulder, the arm, the fingers, through the belly, the edges of the body, the hip. This warm golden light starts to come through the thigh and the knee, the calf, the shin, healing all the way to that cellular level. Through each cell, through the bone, through all that soft tissue. Let it seep into the feet, into the toes. And from our body downward into the earth and down, down to the center of the earth. Let it take hold any which way that you'd like. You might tie it. Feeding this earth, this Mother Earth, this golden light from us, offering it outward. And then feel it come up, nice and gently. As it starts to come upward, bringing with it that earthiness. And you might visualize those colors as oranges and darker shades of red, darker shades of orange and yellow. Let it bubble up and up and up through the heart and upward through the throat. Let it gently bubble up, this beautiful warmth, rebounding up into the middle of the brain. Take a few breaths there. Notice the clearing. Then all the way up to the crown of the head. You might feel a beautiful weight there now of that 1000-petaled lotus anchored. Open to receive all the goodness. Breathe into that. Let yourself rest here now. Glowing, breathing into that goodness that's you. And thank you for your practice.